The same thing in Lagos. They sent thugs to go after protesters, including beating up a journalist on camera, live TV broadcast. Who said thugs, they were beating up journalists in Lagos. We have that. But there are some other games too, where the protesters visited houses of people like their rep, their senator, the government house in Yobe, a senator house in Yobe, a rep house in Jigawa, APC secretariat in Daura, APC secretariat in Zaria, APC secretariat in Jigawa, just visiting them for some, you know what I mean? And they believe that this is no longer a protest, it's already turned into revolution. So therefore the military came out and said, as if to say it's new, right? They came out to threaten the Nigerians again. I'm going to play that. We're going to start from that, okay? I'm going to take it to their customs, DSS, who have also come out to say they have frozen the accounts of identified protest organizers in Nigeria, and they are keeping their eyes on them in case if they want to leave Nigeria, blah, 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 blah. So they were holding, and this is the people that told you that they want to dialogue. Oh, there is no dialogue with criminals. It is an establishment. They've already pressed the destructive button. The self-destruct button, they've pressed it. They shot at a protester yesterday, like point blank shooting. In Kaduna. They shot another, today they've killed another person in Samura, or what's that place called again? In Zaria. Yeah? They shot another person. In fact, 2 people. Young people. Most of the people they've killed now, they are children. I'm talking about children in their teens or early 20s. Those are people they've killed now. Tifnumbu has recorded nearly 50 protesters killed so far. And some of the northern governors are beginning to kind of disown him. Yeah, that one from Bauchi. They killed people in Bauchi too. But here is what their military had to say. Let's start with that.
First, let me thank the CDS for providing this forum to enable us speak to Nigerians and also speak to our officers and the men regarding the prevailing issues of protests in Nigeria as it is today. I want to first of all start by recognizing the fact that Nigerians as citizens have a constitutional right to peaceful protest. And the President, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, also equally recognizes ample opportunity for people to air their grievances peacefully. This process, which started in that light, of course, we can all see today that it has taken another dimension. We share in the hopes and aspirations of Nigerians for better governance, which the President has also enunciated in the recent speech he made. The speech clearly brought out the intention of the President and the President administration towards addressing the issues of poverty and hardship that are facing Nigerians. On our part, the Armed Forces of Nigeria, we've been doing all that we need to do to ensure that we provide the enabling environment to support Mr. President and this government in the attainment of this objective of reducing poverty and hardship in this country. Particularly the Nigerian Navy, we have been working assiduously towards addressing the issue of insecurity in the maritime environment, and this has so far been paying positive, really positive results, leading to the increase in our oil production, which is the mainstay of our economy. We also understand the enormous pains faced by Nigerians, because we're also Nigerians. But we understand that this cannot be addressed through violence, and that the only way to do is for all hands to be on deck positively towards changing this narrative. But I want to use this forum to remind each and every one of us that the Armed Forces of Nigeria is constitutionally charged with the responsibility of defense of the nation from both internal and external aggression and protection of the sovereignty of this country. and this is for the overall good of the entire citizens of this country. In addition to that, the Armed Forces Act has given us several other responsibilities which enable us to provide aid to civil authority. Key among these responsibilities is the protection of democracy and the protection of the freedom of Nigerians and their freedom to be able to select who should lead them. And that's why I say that the armed forces is the power behind ensuring that democracy thrives in Nigeria, and we are committed to do that because that is our mandate and it's something we've been trained to do, and we have to just do it. As we have seen that the protest has taken a new dimension to the extent that it has become something that appears to be subversive in nature. Because when you are protesting for bad governance or you are protesting for poverty, and then we see people deliberately calling for change of government, unconstitutional change of government, people asking for foreign intervention in our country, it shows that the intention of some of these protesters are not exactly what Nigerians were made to believe. It is obvious to us that many of these protesters are sponsored by elements, subversive elements, who are bent on distorting the peace that we have enjoyed in the last 25 years of democratic governance. It is also obvious to us that these people who want to perpetrate this ideology have other intentions other than the intention which they have made the gullible Nigerians to believe. And for that reason, as part of our constitutional responsibility, which is protection of the sovereignty of this country and provision of aid to civil authority, we are ready and we stand firm and resolute to provide the needed assistance to the Nigerian police in order to ensure that law and order is restored in all parts of this country where these violent protests have started. We will not renege in our responsibility, and we are ready to do it with the last drop of our blood. That I can assure you. The Nigerian Navy particularly will not sit back to watch these subversive elements take over our Commonwealth. We will do all that is required within the ambit of the law to show them that they have no place in our society, because we believe that we are protecting the majority of Nigerians, over 99.9% of Nigerians who believe in peace, who believe in the future of this country. These bad elements constitute less than insignificant part of our population, but unfortunately, they have the reach, they have the resources, and they are also backed by bad elements who want to see us go the way of Somalia and other countries. We, the armed forces of Nigeria, particularly the Nigerian Navy, say no to that, and we are ready to fight it to the end. On this note, I want to inform this audience that we have rejigged our operations and we have instituted other means to be able to track these subversive elements and bring them to book. We are therefore appealing on well-meaning Nigerians to join us in this vanguard for peace, to join us in reaching out to these hoodlums and let them know that the federal government of Nigeria is their friend, while those who are pushing them to go into subversion are the real enemies of the state, and by implication,
nuisance leleyi.
Chief of Naval Staff of the biggest black, or let me say, the biggest concentration of black people on earth. That is their chief of Naval Staff. He's talking about protesters, and he's talking about shedding his blood, that they are ready to shed their last blood to defend Nigeria from Nigerians who are hungry. Nigerians who are hungry, you call them subversive elements. You call them being sponsored by foreign this, foreign that, the usual Nigerian way. Esa, please, who are those sponsoring the protest in Nigeria? Who are those?
Who are those sponsoring protests against President Tinubu? There are three. One, Tinubu's own ineptitude. Two, unabated insecurity. Three, worsening mass abject poverty. Who
Those are the people behind the protests in Nigeria, and they are caused by Tinubu's ineptitude, which has led to making horrible decisions, never thought through decisions, policies that have pushed tens of millions of people into poverty, a serious hardship. I'm talking about serious hardship. While the people are watching them fritter away, fritter away their common patrimony when they tell them there is no money. But you see, the establishment, that is how they talk. They accuse you, oh, you want to overthrow government. The president has ordered you to go home, so you go home. Now that we are the armed forces, we will carry out the order of the president. We will let you know that we are ready to die. We are ready to die to stop you from asking for food or asking him to reverse those horrible policies. We will die. Instead of saying, oh, the military will protect these two protesters, demanding or whatever they are demanding from government. And we encourage them to please dialogue. Okay. As for the hoodlums who have been hijacking this protest, we will come after you. We'll make sure that, in fact, as I'm seated here, we are deploying 15,000 military police across the all spots to ensure that those who are really causing havoc are arrested and tamed. So we are not against your protest. It is your fundamental human right. But no, that is not Nigeria. They have to threaten you. The old man, we will say one single slap like that, if he get attacked, die. He never fight any war in his life. Nigerian major generals know they fight war. They just give themselves title. Nigeria is the only country in the world that you don't have to fight any war. But you can become a major general, 5-star general, 3-star general, lieutenant general. And that one too will come with like saying don't fight any war. You don't fight anything, no. But majority of them got their medal from killing Nigerians. If you go check their record, it is either they've helped the establishment to carry out extrajudicial killing on Nigerians. That's their career, the military career in Nigeria. And that is why anytime they tell them that it is time to go and kill Nigerians. You go to see all generals come together. They go come they form big people. They go come they form strong men. But when you look at them, you see their pot bellies. Some of them, after 5 minutes, take them to a meeting. After 10 minutes, now the generals of Nigeria be that too. Those who are defending the territorial integrity of Nigeria. Yet Boko Haram have taken larger portion of Nigeria that they are collecting taxes from Nigerians. See on the grand press interview to threaten Nigerians that he's ready to shed his blood because that's why they are there. The police IG is ready to die in defending that establishment. Military officers, all these military chiefs, even though they are not paying their officers well, not treating them well, not feeding them, nothing, right? But they still expect that they should die protecting them, all of them, pot-belly miscreants, morons in uniform, murderers. But it is Nigeria. It is Africa, unfortunately. If you think you have seen that one, you've seen their customs, Listen to their customs and their DSS. I think I have extra added.
Some of these sponsors, some of these people who are actually in diaspora, we have a number of them who are actually instigating this mayhem that we're seeing right now. What we've done is we've had them on our watch list and they've been watch listed. We have them on our radars and we're making sure that any attempt they make to come into the country will notify the necessary authority. And we're working closely, of course, with the NIA and DSS, of course, and the NSA's office, so that all those we have in diaspora that are actually trying to subvert the authority of this nation, they are in our radars. We have them watchlisted, and any attempts they make to come into the country will be notified, and we'll also know what to do. We'll notify the necessary authority. So in essence, we're also making sure that everyone who is not supposed to come into the country, any person who is of interest in terms of these activities going on right now, we will make sure that as they come in, they are handed over to the necessary authority.
The fundings are there, but let me even shock you that people are leaving the banking space to virtual currency, and people are using crowdfunding to raise money. People are using things other than the currency that you know of, channels of transaction, to do bitcoins, to do virtual currency, to do all manner of things to raise financing. You know, but we are tracking all of that. The NFIU is doing so much. Our Directorate for Proceeds of Crimes and Recovery Management is doing so much. Our Economic Intelligence Directorate, all our operations, and in fact, all our structures are geared towards extracting intelligence that will disrupt the networks of either the espionage agents or the subversive agents. But definitely, the small children you are seeing are the pawns on the chessboard. The real persons behind them, we are on track of such persons. Some of them are already in our net.
Not do without our resources. Yes. So they come here and lie to you that we are beggars and we are poor, but they are stealing our resources. And please, you need to be aware that these resources don't even get to you, the ordinary person. It stays at the top. They defraud us, they steal from us to keep in their pocket. It doesn't come to you. So for you to support your government is supporting your own slavery. Be aware that governments are not for you. They are not for you. They lie, but we need to realize one thing. We're all in this together. Our suffering is your suffering. Our pain is your pain. Whether you choose to acknowledge it or not, the time has come to wake up. Wake up, the game is up. Wake up. Everybody knows. Follow the money. Follow the money. Why is it the most populous country in Africa has been kept down for so long? Because they cannot do without our resources. Don't let them lie to you. Do not let them lie to you. Nigeria is a rich country. Very rich. But we have thieves from all over the world stealing our resources and making us out to be thieves and crooks, while they are the crooks and thieves.
Since when I born you never seen this kind of abuse before. Turubu, I must abuse you. Turubu, number one, Ogun Okiyopa. Turubu number two, Ogun Okiyoma. Turubu number three, Ogun Okiyo your children. Turubu number four, Ogun go bury all your family. Turubu is a goat, yo. A goat, yo. Turubu is a goat, yo. Ewa usa.
Turubu is a goat, yo. A goat, yo. Turubu is a goat, yo. Ewa usa. They said that all of you promoting the protest from the diaspora, that they are watching you like that. How about we actually declare these people personal non grata too? Yeah, it is doable. We can create a name. Egg them. Hashtag egg them. Yeah, we can start that. You don't need to do much. If you know that Nigerian politician is attending anything around your area and you are aware of that, just get like about 4 or 5 eggs and egg him or her on the face. Yeah, you're going to be arrested for public disorder. Okay. But however, you are never going to be charged for any real crime. You're going to be fined somehow. Egg them for real. Or what do you think we should do? Like more, they believe that those in Nigeria, they are already captured. Those of you abroad, don't come to Nigeria again. No. If you come to Nigeria, you are going to jail. In a democracy. And it's going to get worse. They're still going to have the killer squad. Yeah, Tinubu is still going to have his killer squad that will begin to take out some of the prominent people that they think are going to probably create more problem. But right now, he wants to try and use what tyrants, what they do most, okay? Use the force, threats, and all of that stuff to get everybody. Anywhere you see Tinubu, or anywhere where you see anybody from his family, anywhere where you see anybody that is part of the Nigerian political system, right? Egg them. It is allowed. It's called a protest. All right. Don't go and hit them with anything like object. No. Egg. Okay. And usually when you want to do it, just do it on their head like like that. All right. Wherever you see them, don't go and start taking pictures with them. You Olori Brukus that is always hosting them abroad. I'm talking to you too, because some of you Olori Bruku, you are enablers yourselves. When they are coming abroad now they go pick them for airport. Now they arrange where they go stay, how they will be comfortable. You Olori Brukus at the same time. You always meet and greet for them. I'm not saying you shouldn't organize anything for them, but if you are going to airport, lure them to somewhere where we go beat them. That would be great. But if you are luring them in the midst of all of this and not luring them anywhere in this diaspora, you are a culprit. You are an enemy of the people. And you should know that. And you should be ashamed of yourself. If you are that person, you should be so ashamed of yourself. So we know so many of you are abroad like that. You are enablers of these criminals. Even if you can't slap them, if you can't egg them, just tell us where they are. Hello, Mayegu. I just want you to know, Dinomela, you don't de Bristol now. Dinomela, you de Bristol. Okay. Hey, guys. Dino is in Bristol. Oh, he would like you to come and say hello to him. Oh, so our people in Bristol, they go and say hi to Dino there. Hello, Mayegu. Akpabio de Baltimore right now, as I'm talking to you. He de Baltimore right now. Are you sure? And not use Zokalu. 2 of them. Okay, good. Our people for Baltimore, you have a guest, you have a visitor, and you have not even gone to say hello to him. Akpabiole is right now, you know what I mean? This is how we are going to make them know that they can keep their Nigeria. They can keep the contraption. But don't make them comfortable traveling abroad anymore. They are threatening us, Baba. That's what that guy just did. They are threatening us. We are lifting Nigeria on our back. And yet, they continue to destroy the place, which has also affected a lot of millions of us also outside Nigeria. But right now, people who are asking for an end to bad governance are being killed, but they are not satisfied. They are coming for diasporans. They are coming for they are coming for the golden goose that laid the golden egg for them. We are the ones subsidizing Nigeria, in case if you don't know. We send over 40 billion naira to Nigeria to subsidize the country. Your criminal politician loots the money. They take it out of Nigeria. Make you poorer. Destroyed your currency. The value of your currency. Destroyed your economy. All because of their greed. Now you are complaining that you can no longer take it. You can't survive this. They send their soldiers to kill you. Then their DSS and their custom went on TV to brag that they are looking for diasporans. It's reinvestors. Now let's go to the next one. Yeah. Is where one Agbadorian on TV said those who are protesting in northern Nigeria, they are not Nigerians. But Kenneth Okonkwo was there, though. Another long watch. Please share this broadcast.
They are hiding their face today. They cannot come out. The comment sections of their social media accounts are switched off. They can't take back. They can't take the what's it called now? Backlash from Nigerians. But I'm telling you, for those of us who still believe in this country, for those of us who have continuously fought from the time I was an undergraduate to the time before I got married, to the time I got married, to the time I had my children, to the time my children started having their own children. Today I'm a grandfather and I'm still in this struggle.
I am out.
We'll come back to that. We'll come back to that, brother. Okay. I have this soldier talking, and he was talking to the protesters in Edo. So I decided to add few of the opponents from last night to this morning in this clip, just so you know how they are faring in that place so far, right?